Whip Wednesday Crochet Show. I am so excited to be here, and so is my hat. We're going to talk about all kinds of new free crochet patterns and new yarn that I happen to have at home. Then we're going to talk about yarn deals, and of course the mystery crochet along that was just announced. So many things to talk about, and also maybe at the end we're going to talk a little bit more about the Crochet Club. So if you see any of these patterns behind me and you're curious about it, let me know. We're going to talk about that as well. So how is everyone doing? It is Whip Wednesday. So what are you working on right now? I would love to know. And I'm going to go right into the new free crochet pattern. So this pattern right here, okay, is the skeleton hat with movable bone ears. And this was the previous month's, or actually it's still September. It was September's mystery crochet along and is now available as its own standalone free pattern. Plus you can get the PDF if you wish to do so. It comes with 3 video tutorials, very detailed each step of the way that you need to know about. It also talks about the things that are inside of here, which look like this. Okay, these are like air pumps that you can get. The pattern includes links to them in the US, Canada, and UK. Really excited. So I have all the links there. So some of you guys were asking me, like, wait a second, Nikki, there's 20 of these, literally, there's 20 of these per pack. And I said, I get it. I do not know if there's any other place where you can get just 2 of them, because technically you need per hat, you need 2 of them. Okay. So I don't know if there's a place that only gives you 2. However, my feeling is once you make 1 of these, you're going to make a bunch more for either your friends, your family, or possibly customers. And I have an entire ebook with 10 of them and different ones. Okay. I have them literally all here. So I have a bunny, a dog, a cat, all kinds of other things, a penguin, and what else do I have? A Santa hat, I have a snowman, I have an elf, I have a kitty cat, all kinds of other ones. Okay, so if you want to get all of those, if you get a 20 pack, you can literally make all 10 patterns. So just a heads up on that. But I'm not here to sell you anything, because I'm going to talk about all kinds of different patterns and also yarn. So if you're curious, stay tuned and stay here, and make sure to comment and share if you haven't done so. Let your friends know that we're here. I'm live literally at 3 different places here. I'm live on Facebook, both my group and my page, as well as on YouTube. It is sold out. The 20 pack sold out. I have different links. So Pamela, tell me where you are. Are you in the US? Are you in the US, UK, or Canada? And then I can give you a link for, there's a bunch of different companies all selling it on Amazon. It's not just one brand. There's multiple different ones. So some of them may take a longer to get to you. I have noticed that some of them are shipping from China. Some of them are local in the US or UK or Canada, depending on where you are. It depends on which location, and it also depends where you are within that location. So sometimes they have them in their warehouse and sometimes they don't. So let me know where you are, and then maybe reach out via email, and I'm happy to help you and send you a direct link. Hopefully I can find one for you. Anyways, Dawn is saying she's going to make these cute hats for her great nephews for Christmas. I am so excited. Dawn, tell me, which one are you going to make? I want to know. Which of these 10s are you going to make? I want to know. What kind of hat do your great nephews want to have? I'm so excited. Okay, so that is pattern number 1 that is now available on my website, and also as a PDF on Etsy and Ravelry. So if you haven't added it into your favorites list yet, go ahead and do so you're not going to forget about it. And as I mentioned, the ebook for that is available too if you want to get all 10 patterns. It is up to you. I give you all the choices. You just have to pick one if you want to make this or any of the other patterns. Okay, so I'm going to take this off now. Now I have crazy hair, but that's fine. So I'm going to talk, let's see, what do we talk about next? Do you want to talk about the mystery crochet along next, or do you want to talk about the yarn deals or new yarn? I think I'm going to stick with patterns for now. So let's talk about the mystery crochet along, because that's like the thing that everyone is talking about right now. Okay, my mystery crochet along is called the Magical Color Changing Mystery Crochet Along, or for short, Magical Color Changing MCAL. So what is a mystery crochet along? Let's talk about it. So mystery crochet alongs happen every month, for me at least. I host them every month because it was requested, I think 2 years or so. My crocheter friends and followers, my audience, pretty much you guys, were asking if I could host these mystery crochet alongs on a monthly basis. And so I decided, you know what, that would be a great idea. So if you want to join the mystery crochet along, there's a link in the description. And also, if you go over here to this link right here, or you just go directly to nikkishomemade.crafts.com, you will see hopefully a pop-up somewhere. But if you go directly here and then /links, then you will see it directly there, because I update that link all the time and I add the most important stuff on the top. So if you go there, you can sign up for the mystery crochet along. It is absolutely free. Okay, so let's talk about it in more detail. Why is it called the Magical Color Changing Mystery Crochet Along? Well, the color changing part seems very straightforward. I'm going to teach you how to change colors in crochet. Very straightforward. So I'm not going to go into the fancy schmancy ones, at least not for the mystery crochet along. So we're not going to do mosaic crochet or corner to corner or something like that. We're going to stick to the stitch by stitch one. So meaning we're either going to do single crochet. You get to pick actually doing the mystery crochet along. We're going to do either single crochet or the center single crochet, which is also known as the waistcoat stitch. I personally will do the waistcoat stitch, but you know, there's different choices and I go through it. There's, you know, intarsia crochet, there's tapestry crochet. One of them you drop your yarn, the other one you carry your yarn. Many different options, okay? And that's what I'm going to teach you, and how to read a graph without even needing a written pattern, okay? So that's what the mystery crochet along is about. Now, let's talk about why it's called magical. Well, I know we're ahead of schedule. I get it. But we all know that crochet is a slow fashion. It is not something that goes like this instantly. So I thought it might be a good idea to get a head start. In the last mystery crochet along, which you just saw, we did like a fall/Halloween thing. So I thought I'd give you guys a head start and let's do something Christmas related. So, okay, so I picked 2 different colors. Okay, I picked red and white, and I am using anti-pilling yarn. If you look at the description, you will see a link to it if you want to grab it. It is my absolute favorite yarn. Have you ever tried it? Let me know in the comments. I want to know if you've ever tried it. My absolute favorite yarn. So this is called Really Red, or red, whatever, and Snow White, or white. So listen, you're gonna need 3 skeins. One of them, you're not gonna finish 2 of them, but that's kind of how it's gonna work out. So that's how it is. So we're gonna use 2 colors, but of one of the color you need a little bit more, aka you're gonna need 3 skeins in total. So I picked 2 skeins of red and 1 skein of white. Okay, it is doable within a week. Mystery crochet alongs are broken up into 3 parts. Okay, mine at least. You're gonna have Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you sign up for the mystery crochet along, you get a head start pretty much the day before you get access to each part. Okay, so I will email those who are on the newsletter that sign up for specifically for this mystery crochet along. Then you will get an email from me like the afternoon, evening, depending on your time zone, before, and you get early access pretty much. So that's the incentive of being on the newsletter for the mystery crochet along. Now, I'm saying Christmas already because I understand that not everyone celebrates Christmas, but I gotta tell you about it so you're not gonna come at me later and say, why didn't you tell me it's Christmas? I'm telling you, it's Christmas. So now you can totally pick different colors if you wish, okay? If you think you want to pick something non-Chrissy in color, I would then recommend some more of a neutral colors, but pick 2 colors that you can kind of see a distinguishment, if that makes sense, right? We're going to do color changes, aka you're going to see some thing happening as you're making the pattern in the anti-Christmas pattern. Okay, so you probably want to pick something that is more of, you know, a bolder distinguishment. So as you can see here, it's red and white. You could do green and white. I don't know if I would recommend green and red. They're hard to see on the eyes. But you could probably do, let's think, green and gold. You could even go in a neutral tones if you wish. Let me know what colors you're going to pick, or if you already have an idea. You could probably also go into like the beige and then maybe like a dark green. That will also work. So instead of the white, you could do beige. You know, that's more of a toned down, elegant way. You can do the same thing with red, you know, do like a maybe a burgundy red, maybe with a beige or something like that. But make sure there's like a higher contrast. You know, the colors are easily distinguished by looking at it, if that makes sense. Okay, it's very important. So hopefully you're going to pick colors that you enjoy in the end. So that's what the mystery crochet along is about. And we even have winners at the very end. If you, every time we have a part, you not only get the written pattern, you're going to get a graph, you're going to get a video tutorial, everything free, right? You have the option to be a member, a TCC member. It's called the Crochet Club membership. If you want to get the pattern ad free, we'll talk about that a little later today. Okay. But if you just want to get the free pattern, then it's just going to be on my website. You have to deal with ads, but it is free for you. So if that's no problem for you, then you're good to go. And we're going to do 3 parts. And after in each part, I would recommend you guys post a picture into my group called Crocheting with Nikki, and using this corresponding hashtag so I can celebrate you. And at the very end, of course, we have a winner, or 3 winners actually, out of those who finish their pattern, okay, and post on time. So yay! That's going to be so much fun. So again, the link is right here. If you go over there and you sign up, you're going to get a follow-up email that tells you all of that, what I just said, in an email, plus the material list and everything that we use, pretty much. So go sign up. We already have a bunch of people that signed up for the Mystery Crochet Along. Really excited. And Premier is the company that sent me the yarn. Really excited to use anti-pilling yarn for this because it's my favorite. So I'm also using a 4.5 millimeter hook, but you can use a 4, you can use a 5. This one is not going to be too much of a big deal. Okay, the sizing doesn't matter too much. Okay, so if you go with a 4 or a 5, it's fine too. I used a 4.5, but you go whatever you want to do. Fine with me. Okay, now let's talk about some yarn deals. So I have the deal listed here, but heads up, there's 2 things that are very important to it. First, if they run out, they run out. It's going to be gone. And 2, and I haven't actually checked right before I went live, so hopefully there's some left. So again, if they run out, they run out. It's gone forever, okay? And if it's still available, then you have until Saturday to get it. So what am I talking about? Let me switch screens for a second. I am talking about Whims Merino yarn. That is called Z-twisted yarn, okay? It is also known as crocheters yarn because most crocheters, or most people, are right-handed, and right-handed crocheters absolutely love the twisted yarn. Why? Because the twist actually twists tighter as you crochet because of the way the yarn gets wrapped around the hook, okay? The yarn over, yarn under, okay? Those are ways to twist, like untwist or tighterly twist your yarn, okay? So Z-twisted yarn, one of the questions I get all the time, and if let's look at these 2 at the same time here. Maybe I can zoom in a little tiny bit so you can see it up close. Okay, so one of the questions I get all the time is how do you distinguish between S and Z-twisted yarn? Let's talk about it. Okay, so S twisted yarn here on the left side looks like an S. Can you tell? So if you look at your yarn and it makes the curve like an S does, look at that. Let me see if I can point to it with a hook. Let me grab a tiny hook here and I'm pointing it. You see that? If you look at it and it's going like this, it looks like an S. You see that? So that's S twisted yarn. You don't need the labels for that, guys. Just use your eyes. It's totally fine, okay? And then here you can see it's going in this direction, like a Z, Okay, like look at the way the yarn is. I'm going to put them a little closer. You can see that they're in the opposite direction. This is Z twisted yarn, this is S twisted yarn. Okay, now Z twisted yarn, although very popular once you use it, like you're going to love Z twisted yarn. Okay, but the problem is not everyone knows about it. That means not too many people are buying it, and that means less of it is going to be produced, meaning this is actually going to be discontinued. Lime Brand used to have Z twisted yarn. They are already gone. Okay, there's a little bit left over, hopefully, from Furls. Okay, so Furls has a little bit left over of Whims Merino yarn, this one right here. Okay, and if you use my code WIMS1 and my link, so you click the link that I just showed you, okay? If you click that link, let me see if I can pull it up real quick for you guys. I want to pull it up. That way, I'm going to put it into the comments real quick so that you don't have to search for this, because this is going to be gone soon, okay? So right here, I'm going to put the first one in, the very first. If you're on my page or my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, you get to see that link, okay? If not, you hop over to nikkishomemade.crafts.com/links. The very first link that I just posted is for worsted weighted yarn, okay? I don't know how many colors are left. If you use the code WHIMS1, let me type it in. So WHIMS1, you get to have, you can get every skein for $1, okay? I think it's typically $10, then they're on sale for $5.95 or something like that. So use the code WHIMS1. And this link that I'm now putting into the description, hopefully you get to see it, that one is for DK yarn. So the very first link was worsted yarn. The second link is DK yarn. That's what's left. That's it. So go check that out. Hopefully, let's see. Did you guys get both links? Hopefully you did. Cross my fingers. I posted them. Sometimes it shows it up and sometimes it doesn't. But you can also click on the first link and then hop over to the DK version if you don't see it. Okay. So that's the difference. Okay, so there's S twisted yarn and Z twisted yarn. You can also go to this link and it shows it right there as well. That's a mega deal. That goes away by Saturday, or if they run out of the yarn. If the yarn is gone, it's gone. Okay, so heads up on that. If it's gone, it's gone. They will not get it back, sadly. This is really, really amazing yarn. Absolutely love this yarn. It works up really, really nice, but it's sad that it's going to be gone. And as I said, the reason is not a lot of people know about it. Not enough people bought it. And so they're getting rid of it. But I have another yarn I want to show you. Again, the link is in the description for Lion Brand, but I want to show it to you. Okay, this yarn is called Made with Love. Have you seen it yet? So this is a collaboration between Lion Brand and Tom Dales. I think that's his name. Hopefully I said it right. Tom Dale. It's either Dale or Dales. I don't remember. Anyways, he's an Olympian, and he suddenly became very, very famous and popular in the knitting community, also crochet community, because he was knitting on camera while he was waiting for his competitions. So they collaborated with him, and I think they have some patterns, free patterns on Lion Brand's website now with him, knitting and crochet patterns, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's both. And this is his yarn, okay? It's called the Cottony One, Made with Love. And it is 100 grams, 185 yards. It is 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. Okay, knowing it is 60% cotton, it means it is going to be very, very good in terms of drape, like really perfect. It is not as soft as I would like it to be. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a worsted yarn. However, looking at this yarn right now, if you look closely, you can see the yarn, okay? You know what I love about this yarn? It is exactly the same way twisted and feels the same way. Maybe not as soft, but it feels the same way as Color Theory. So if you love Color Theory, and Color Theory, I believe, is 80% acrylic and 20% cotton or wool? Or is it 100% acrylic? I always mix it up with the other one. Let me see if I have one here. And I can tell you whether it is one or the other. Let me see if I can find it. I'm looking at my yarn stash right now, and I'm going to look if I can find it. Oh, I have it here somewhere. Let me see if I can find the yarn. Let me see if I can find the yarn. Looking at my stash right now. I can find it. I think I found one. Hang on. All right, it's right here. So this one is Color Theory. Okay, so Color Theory is, let me see if I said it correctly or not. I'm totally fine if I didn't. It's 100% acrylic. My apologies. Okay, so if you look at this, look at the different yarns here. Okay, so the right one is a brand new one, more cotton in here. And then this is the fully acrylic one. 100% acrylic. This one is 40% acrylic and 60% cotton. This one is exactly the same way spun as this one. My feeling is they're done in the same location, I believe. It's incredible. They're exactly the same way spun. Can you see that? Like the yarn is done in the exact same way. Just one of them is softer than the other. So see if we can get a little closer. Can you see that? It is spun the exact same way. It's pretty cool. So if you love Color Theory, you will probably also love Made with Love. As I said, it's not as soft, but it's probably going to work up exactly the same way. Very elegant stitches. It makes extremely elegant stitches. I used Color Theory before. I was blown away how elegant the stitches look with this yarn, because the yarn is made in a way that it doesn't unwind very quickly. I don't know how to call this. It is twisted, but it's kind of tightly twisted where it doesn't unwind very fast, which is great. So this is perfect whether it is, I know it's S-twisted yarn, but it's so perfectly wound that it doesn't unwind very quickly, which is amazing. So just, you know, I love it. You do get more yardage out of this one because it doesn't have any cotton in it. Cotton is heavy, right? So with cotton in it, you get a little less yardage. But again, this is pretty cool yarn. So if you haven't tried it out yet, go try it out. It's a pretty cool yarn. I got it at, where did I get it? Michael's? I found it at Michael's. I got a few different skeins. Pick them up so I can try them out and make something with it. What yet? I don't know yet. We will see what my brain is coming up with. But for now, I wanted to tell you about it. And I also wanted to tell you about this one. But there are more new yarns at Premier's website. So go check that out. I have a link in the description for Premier as well. Let me see if I can pull up my Premier link really quickly for you guys. So that way you guys can check it out as well, because that one, they have so many new yarns right now. It's pretty incredible. And I'm going to pull it up as well so you guys can see it. So let me first grab my link. So here's my Premiere link. I just put it into the comments. Only Facebook page and YouTube will see it. So go check that out if you haven't seen it yet. So, and in the meantime, I am going to grab my link here. Let's see. Let's see if I can pull it up really quickly. I don't know if it's going to make it look good. I may have to make it a little smaller. You see, it's probably going to be too big. I'm trying to see if I can share my screen for you guys. I should have pulled it up beforehand, but it's being a little bit weird. So let me see. I'm going to share my screen for you. Yeah, it's a little big. See if I can make it smaller. There, it's a little smaller. So you guys can all see it. Okay, so let's go directly to their website, and I want to show you guys. So they have some new yarns. Let's see. As you can see right here. Okay, so they have Puzzle Shimmer. If you actually go directly here to yarns, and then you type in new yarns, you can see them all. Okay, so here are the new yarns from Premier, which is pretty cool. So as I said, the link is in the description so you can check it out. So we have Premier Basic. Can you see that? Oopsie, I clicked on it. Premier Basic Shimmer. So it has like that shimmering yarn in it. It reminds me of Mary Maxim's Glimmer yarn. And then there's Puzzle Glimmer, which is cool as well. So if you love puzzle yarn, this has the shimmer in it. Really, really cool. Then there's Canyon Colors. There's Painterly. So Painterly is just like this guy, but with, color spots in it, which is really cool. And then we have some Sweet Roll Bold. So if you ever tried Sweet Roll, they also have a bold version, meaning I think it's chunky or super, super chunky. I don't know, super bulky. I'm not sure which one it is. And then a few other basics down here. But these ones are brand new up here. But this one is brand new as well. So if you ever checked those out or haven't checked those out, go check them out. It's really, really cool. So anyways, I'm allergic to acrylic. I have never heard that before, which is very interesting. Okay, I'm not judging you here at all. Judge-free zone. But I typically hear people being allergic to wool. I have never heard someone being allergic to acrylic. That is very interesting. I am very sorry for you because there's so much acrylic yarn out there. But I totally get it that you're only going to crochet with cotton. If you're going to crochet with cotton, check out some of Premier's cotton yarn. Some of theirs are really, really soft. I assume you can also use bamboo. So bamboo is very soft. There's also We Crochet Dishy yarn. Dishy yarn is one of my favorites. I have like a whole section of dishy yarn down here. You can see some of it down here. That's all cotton yarn, okay? 100% cotton yarn is super soft, very easy to work with. So if you need a link for that, let me know. I can get you a link. But I put a bunch of them right here, so go check that out if you haven't done so. Now let's talk really quickly about the Crochet Club, because some of you guys are a little curious, but some of you are a little, they're not quite sure what the Crochet Club really is. So let me explain. I know there's a few of my TCC members in here. TCC. So TCC stands for the Crochet Club. Okay. So if you are a TCC member, that means you get access to all of my patterns that are on my website, but ad free. So once you're a member, you go get access to the vault, and with the vault, you get all the patterns ad free. Plus, there's checkoff boxes, so you can follow along where you are. You can keep track where you are. You can save your progress. You can even post a picture into it if you've done it, so you can show yourself, hey, I did this, something like that. And of course, you also get access to exclusive patterns, and some of those are right here, okay? We just made a spider web. Previously we made a spider, so I kind of combined them right here. So we made a spider web. I have a video for that as well. And we made a kitty cat before. There's also a bat right here. We have a little tiny ghost. We have all kinds of things here behind me, and that's not even all of them. We sometimes invent stitches. We sometimes go through all kinds of crochet tips and tricks. Every week I go live on Tuesdays, and the videos are recorded, so you can access them later as well. And then every month we also meet as a little TCC crochet chat. So we all meet together once a month and just kind of chat and see each other. It's like a Zoom call pretty much. So it's super duper fun. There's all kinds of additional perks to being a TCC member. But the most important thing is you get access to all my patterns plus exclusive patterns. So I believe there's now over 400 patterns in the vault that you get access to as a member. Most members are annual members. So just a little side note, there is a few different options to join. There's the annual, the quarterly, and the monthly option. You save the most as the annual, of course. And then there's a trial option. For 7 days, you can try it out to be in the group, but also get the mystery crochet along pattern at the same time ad free. But remember, it's a 7-day trial. The 7-day trial starts when you click checkout pretty much, okay? So, and then you have to choose whether you want to become a monthly, quarterly, or annual member after that. But you can check it out for 7 days if you ever wanted to do it. So I do recommend starting that though when the mystery crochet along starts, so you have enough time to do the actual mystery crochet along before you get charged. However, if you are fine with it and you want the entire access to the vault, then go ahead and become either monthly, quarterly, or annual member. Super duper fun. We are a really fun group, and I think we have almost 400 members in TCC, which is amazing, incredible. We're so much blast every single time. Anyways, so that's all I have to say today, which is amazing. That was a lot already. So we have new patterns. There's a couple things I actually want to show you. So let me pull this up for just a moment. Let me switch my screen just for a moment. So here's my website. So if you've ever gone to my website, this is how it looks like. So you go to nikkishomemade.crafts.com and then you have different options. So crochet patterns, tutorials, ebooks, podcasts. If you scroll down, here's where you join the membership. Okay, so you can check it out over there. And there's a little pop-up so you can join the mystery crochet along right there. It comes up within like 15 seconds. And then if you just scroll down a little further, okay, so let's see, you can, whatever, if there's a pop-up or something, you just click it away. It's not a big deal. There's everywhere X's. So all of these where it says recent crochet patterns and tutorials, these are all the recent things I published. So if you ever say, oh, she recently talked about this pattern, I can't find it. So then you just go over here, okay, go to recent. It shows you the last 8, okay? So we have the magical crochet changing mystery crochet along. We have, of course, the skeleton hat that I talked about. This is a collection right here of 10 patterns of corner to corner. Not all of them are mine. There's a collections of different ones, even from other designers, linked to them, not the pattern itself, but linked to them so you can find them. Then this one is a garland mosaic crochet hooded cowl. So you can put the cowl part on the inside, or you can take it out on the outside to kind of have a little bit more warmth around your chest. And of course it is a hooded cowl, so you can pull it up and pull it down, right? Super fun. We have the penguin, of course, as I talked about. Here's another collection, and this one is another new free pattern, which is the faux fur snoot or hooded cowl. Snoot is a hooded cowl, right? So you can check all of those out. You can always click here too if you need a pattern that's a little older. And the most important thing I always want to talk about, there's 2 different ways to search for things. So there's a search bar right here, and there is the magnifying glass right there. So either one of them will take you to whatever you need to search for. So if you're searching for something, you can click there, type in a keyword, and it finds whatever you're looking for. Hopefully it finds what you're looking for. But I just wanted to tell you that really quick because some of you guys always ask me, how do I find things on your website? Well, that's how you find things. So let's see. Millie's saying, I'm also allergic to wool. What about nylon yarn? I use it to make jewelry. Yeah, you can totally try that as well. I don't know any nylon yarn though, unfortunately. And I have never really used much of it, if I did at all. There's also t-shirt yarn. Maybe that's what you're talking about, nylon yarn. I don't know. I've used t-shirt yarn before. I don't remember the brands though. I don't know. There's one of them I have here somewhere. I think it's called Spaghetti-O or something, or I don't know what it's called actually. And I don't use much of that. Yeah, so not much t-shirt yarn. It can be really hard on your arms. But you can try it out if you want, of course. Have you tried bamboo yarn? You should try bamboo yarn. If you like cotton yarn, you can probably try bamboo yarn. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I can come back to this video later and answer any further questions. If you're watching on YouTube later on, there will be comments down below you need to put there because the live chat will be gone at that point. So put your comments down below once this live is over. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific time. I'll see you then. Bye.